Guys, today we're gonna be reacting to the Poppy Playtime Remake official trailer. So let's let's get through this.
The most incredible doll ever invented. Her name
So
is
that's
Poppy,
Elliot Ludwig.
and she is the first truly intelligent doll in the world. She is the first doll actually able to have a conversation with a child. Hard to believe? Just watch.
Okay, so there's Huggy Wuggy. We'll go over the entire trailer afterwards we watch it. So that's Huggy again. So that's one of the puzzles. I'm glad to see this game finally. I'm glad to see that chapter finally get some recognition again. That's probably a new area. And that's that old mint puzzle. That's probably the catwalks where we kill Huggy at. Not kill, but we get rid of him from that. There was Huggy in the doorway. That looks like that's the Huggy chase. That's creepy as hell. That's fuck. That was peak, bro. That was peak. 2026. When's it releasing? What was that? Alright, so let's go over the trailer, shall we? So at the start, this is probably the opening cutscene of the game. That's Elliot Ludwig, if you already don't know that.
Ever invented. Her name is Poppy, and she is the first truly intelligent doll in the world. She is the first doll actually able to have a conversation with a child. Hard to believe? Just watch.
So that's Huggy's model for the game. That's the brand new one, at least. And we can see the graphics are way better, and not to mention, it kind of matches Chapter 3's vibe. So this is the main area of the game, if you already don't know. But you probably know, since you're probably a Poppy Playtime fan watching this, but we can already see the hands, graphics, and how the game's gonna look so bend and stuff, kind of like how it's actually supposed to look, since technically the game in the lore of the factory shut down 10 years after the Our Joy sound. Let's just keep going. That's probably the gift shop. So we can see that's probably part of Huggy Wuggy chase, but we see Huggy Wuggy coming out of the doorway. Wait, let me show you guys real quick again. As you see, that was Huggy Wuggy probably. Wait a minute. So that was probably a free roam AI section, so. And that's probably the bra we see in the teasers. I don't know what that was, but it's probably for like the key card thing or something. That's probably the electrical puzzle that's in the electrical section of Playtime Chapter 1. Yeah, that's the poster, so we don't need to worry about that. We can see this is how this game is going to work, and it looks way better than the original game. Now this is one of the parts I mainly focus on. This wasn't in the original game, so this is probably a new section. As we can see, this is the first trailer, so there's going to be another one. Yep, that's probably a new room as well. Now this is the ventilation area where we do that electrical puzzle, and before we get to the make a friend room, and before Huggy's chasing the make a friend room, we do electrical puzzles at the vents. That's a candy cat thing, probably just for decoration. And this is probably the catwalks after we make Huggy. Crap. This is probably the catwalks before or after we get rid of Huggy for now. Or this is probably just a separate section before Huggy's chase scene. But my guess is I'm gonna go with my first guess. Now this is probably part of the Huggy chase scene because in that other one, go back. Hold on. That's a minute. Hold on. If I just find it. I think I got to it. Hold on. Did I get to it?
Able to have a conversation with.
Alright. Hold on. It'll be back in a second. Alright. So you saw it there, right? You saw how similar that looked? Now let's go back to that mini segment. That's definitely part of the chase scene, or the free roam area. As we can see, Huggy's standing in the doorway, so that's pretty fucking terrifying. Or possibly that could be Kissy, I don't know. Because you notice how she or he did not attack us. Then, this is the part I'm really excited for. This is probably part of the free roam, or probably part of the free roam section where Huggy's chasing you down and stuff. And if he finds you, then you're basically dead. As you see, they revamped his walk animation, so that's pretty fucking sick. Then that before this, that's probably part of the electrical section, the electrical vent section before we get to the make friend room. Now, I don't know what this is, but it's probably just a separate section where that statue's gonna come to life and probably try and kill us. But my first guess is probably gonna be the correct one. Now, this is a bunch of tables, probably the cafeteria. Now, that's Braun. Braun is actually probably going to be a threat in this chapter, in this remake. 2026. And then, right after that, you see this. Let's slow this down, shall we? I don't give a fuck about that hotel right now, bro. Okay, so let's slow that down. Turn on my playback speed. I turn it down. So this is probably part of like the game, like the end. Whenever we probably have to hit a TV, and then that's all. But I hope you all liked the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe and like button and turn on the bell for more awesome content. See you in the next one.